Malik Hemani with Graphic Stylus.
Yep.
And we are going to talk about all fun things for marketing. We all like marketing stuff and getting promotional items from people. But, you know, I invited Malik because I feel like he has a lot of unique items and kind of does it to where he can help you help yourself as far as finances and stuff to get the job done. But also he works with a couple of companies that are charities as well. So while you're being helped on price and cost and everything, you're also helping a charity. So I think that's pretty cool, and wanted to invite him on the show to tell us about some things that y'all can get.
Hey, well, thanks for having me, first of all.
Absolutely.
We met a couple of weeks ago through BNI, and it's been just a journey to be part of BNI and getting to know everybody there. Happy to be here.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about yourself personally and kind of your journey into getting into marketing, and then kind of your family life and what's going on in your life.
I'm engaged to my beautiful partner, Alina. She is a PA for anesthesia, and she runs a travel blog on Instagram. I've been in marketing and promotional products for about 4.5 years. I've mainly been working with a lot of the big guys, you know, the Fortune 500 companies, but recently a mentor advised I need to get into the small and medium businesses locally and understand the market and see how I can give back to these guys. And that's where the charity comes with. So we work with a lot of nonprofit organizations, so we give back to them as well. So % of your purchases go there. And then we also find factories that have a give back program. So when you purchase from them, they give a % of their sales back to their local charities that we work with. And so we're always looking for agencies that are local that can help the local community back.
Well, and local also helps. I know what we've talked about, it helps with your shipping costs and stuff, because if you're getting it all the way from China, you know, you're going to pay like $100 in
Definitely.
shipping.
In today's world, you know, there's 40 plus container ships waiting at the LA port, right? And so things have been delayed 6-8 weeks. So if you're finding local products, first they're getting here sooner, and you don't have to pay for that freight. And you can get them quicker within 1 or 2 days of production times.
Oh wow, 1 or 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
You know, not even a couple weeks.
No. We have a lot of factories that are doing 24 or 48-hour production times, and if they're in Texas, you can FedEx or UPS it within 1 day here. So order by Monday, get it here by Friday.
Are you paying a higher cost for the products for that?
Not at all. So these factories are eager to do business with, so they're finding us options to bring it to their table, and then they'll match the prices we were paying overseas.
And I know one of the other unique things was that you don't have to buy these like 300 items, you know, or 500 items to get something done, which a lot of that's discouraging for people that are just getting their business started and things like that. They want you to buy 500, and I'm like, I don't even know 500 people, much less need 500 of this product.
So companies like mine, we are distributors. So since we have a high volume of purchasing power with these factories, we have negotiated rates where we can go in there, buy a small minimum as 24 pieces or 48 pieces of certain items at the same price you would be paying for a 5,000 price point. And so you can get those for small businesses and still be able to market yourself and compete with the big guys.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So for you, I know your angle is always kind of uniqueness, right?
Yeah.
Why do you think it's important for people to, you know, go outside the typical pens and mugs and you know, the things that everyone gives out?
Yeah, so I always ask my clients, how many pens do you have in your bags? How many pens do you see sitting around your desk, right? And so for the same price of a pen, which is usually 60, 75, 85 cents, you can substitute for other products that are going to give you a better return on your investments. For realtors, giving a small keychain, right? And so like here's a house keychain that you can give at a closing, right? And you can put your keys in there at a title company or realtors and this can go a long way because people actually hold on to it. It's pure metal and it's about the same price as a pen. Right?
Yeah. Even if they use it as their spare key, like the house key that they give away or whatever, it's still something that stays with them.
And they'll use it more and more and more. The other options you can do is just house products, right? And so it's a joke within BNI, I've always recommended pizza cutters. They tend to stay around in their drawers, and people tend to use it and talk family oriented around the kitchen table, and you're gonna get a better impression out of that when you give something like that more than a pen.
Yeah, I see even as your website's scrolling and stuff, I mean, you see the ear pods, that would be pretty cool. I mean, that's something that everyone uses those
Correct.
now.
So those are gifting as a service, and they're quite minimums. You only have to order 12 pieces to get out, and they're retail brand products with your logo on it. They're great for closing gifts or for thank you gifts for any type of businesses that you're going to do. And people tend to use those products rather than put them in a drawer or put them on a corner and then
What's
never
the quality of
They're
those?
amazing. The ones we just saw were JBLs, right?
Okay.
And so these are retail products you would find at one of the big box stores or online stores, but then they have your name right next to it, right? So that one I did last year for Christmas gifts, for holiday gifts from some of my key clients, right?
Yeah.
Another one is wireless chargers. You know, you're talking under $20. They're premium Belkin wireless chargers that you can put your logo on it and then give it away, and then people actually use it and go forward with it.
Yeah, I think those are, I mean, they're not like necessarily unique things in the sense that there's something you use every day, but they're unique to have logos on them.
Correct.
Because people don't usually put logos on them. You go to
Correct.
You go to the store, T-Mobile store, and you buy yourself some wireless
Headphones
and
move
you're
on.
done.
But now if somebody gives it to you as a gift, you're going to tend to use that more than you're going to go out there and buy it, right? And
Yep.
so you get your name out there more.
And then the wireless chargers, I mean, we all are on the go all
Yeah.
the time. I mean, I think now more than ever, my phone is always like, I'm like, ooh, 5%,
Yeah.
and it's like red. I'm like, you know, I need something.
Yeah.
I was traveling recently. We got stuck in the airport for 8 hours. I know they have those plug-in things
Yeah.
everywhere, but I mean,
It's
I
not
don't,
possible.
I don't want to stand by the plug-in
Correct.
thing, you know.
So like in my backpack, I carry the portable wireless charger, and then usually have 2 or 3 outlets on them, and so you can charge your phone and your spouse's phone and your family's tablets, and there will be go. And now you can even do solar power, so you can sit by the window at the airport and let the brick charge itself, and that's charging your phone, and so
So
you
it could
don't.
be facing the sun while it's charging my phone, charging the
Correct. So you can get very
Multiple things.
creative in when it comes to gifting as a service.
I love the multitasking because
Yes.
I'm always multitasking
Yes.
and doing 20 things at once, being
Yeah.
a mom, a realtor, you know, and
Yeah.
rodeo committees and everything else that I do.
Definitely.
So
Yeah.
juggling those. Why don't you show us a few of the products that you did
Yeah.
bring that are
So the first one is a 3-in-1. It's an urban drinkware, urban peak drinkware, and it's pretty cool. It has a standard tumbler on the top that you can put your drinks in. It's about 12 ounces, and you can carry it. But the cool thing about this is it can convert. So if you're on the go and you're out on a vacation, you take one tumbler. You can put a beer bottle, or you can put any glass bottles, or you can put any kind of soda cans or alcohol cans, and you twist it in, and it will stay cool for about 6 to 8 hours. So now you don't have to take those flimsy koozies. You can do 3-in-1 by the poolside or on a boat, and then have all day. And then these have a full color imprint. I'm trying to get the camera. It's full color imprint, and on the back you can personalize it with their family name, so then they'll hold on to it. So you get a little more personal with that, and people will hold on to that product instead of just putting it aside in a drawer.
well, and multi-use? I mean, everyone likes a multi-use,
Yeah.
you know, type item.
Yeah. So next one is the color popper. This is a dishwasher safe tumbler glassware, and this is great for parties or just to give out as a fun product. The thing is that they're bendable, they're usable, you can do hot or iced drinks, and they're just a couple of bucks, and then you don't have to order a lot of them as well.
You can put a little saying on the
Yeah,
front.
you get creative with your sayings. Don't just put your logo on there. This one says drink happy thoughts on it, and then it has somebody's logo on the bottom, right? And so when you do that, people will make it more personalized to that
Yeah, and
product.
it's a little subtle too, so
Yes.
it's not like obnoxious, like,
Correct.
oh, you know, Dena Musfy real estate. Wow,
No,
I'm a
never
realtor.
mind.
It's-
I always advise my clients, put yourself in their customer's shoes. Like, will they hold on to a product if the logo is just really big? Don't make it a marketing advertising product. Make it a personal product that they will tend to use, and have your advertising or your branding. They're very subtle on the bottom, and people will know who you are when they're using that product and they remember it. Speaking of real estate, this is a thank you gift bag that we just did for another company of ours. So you get a little tote bag. Instead of using a little basket, you put your tote bag. You can put a house blanket or a throw blanket with your logo embroidered in it. And then you can put some other goodies on the bottom, and then give this as a thank you gift when they're moving into their house.
In the front piece, you can put their name or something.
Correct.
on
So you
it,
can
like-
put your logo, and then you can embroider their family name on the bottom, and then make it a really
so you can
personal.
do a double, like your logo
Correct.
and embroider the family
Correct.
name. Oh.
And so that way, getting that personal touch is very key in today's world. People will hold on to those products and definitely make use of those products there.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I know you mentioned briefly the traveling and stuff, and I'm
Yeah.
always fascinated with that.
Yeah.
That you know, you and your fiance.
Yes.
I don't want to say spouse, not wife, but fiance,
Fiancé, yes.
soon to be married, soon to be
Yes.
wife. That y'all travel all over the world.
Yes.
And kind of.
So pre-pandemic, we would. She has a passion for travel, and so we would travel anywhere between 6 or 8 times a year. Sorry, 6 to 8 times a year, anywhere overseas. Pandemic had us kind of locked in, but now we're back on the road. We just came back from New York. on Monday, and we're heading, I believe, to Cancun on Thursday evening.
I believe
We're heading to Cancun. We're trying to finalize all the plans with the resort, and so we'll be
so
there.
it was a quick,
It's a quick decision.
trip.
I think where she has a few days off in healthcare, they've been working overtime, right? And so if they're able to get a few days out, then we'll take that opportunity and travel. And so that's what we're looking forward to, the long weekend coming up.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'm sure maybe some last minute deals is the way to
Yes,
go.
that's what we're hoping. The resorts are amazing, and so we're just waiting to see if they can find some openings, and then we'll go from
On
there.
a side note, you
Yeah.
know, on something else that you know, he's always looking for deals. He's always giving the deals and offering the deals and, you know, things like that. Didn't you have some travel advice a little bit, you know, like how do you get sometimes your last minute deals or do something?
So just keep an eye out. I always tell you, if you're going to use your points, compare your points if you're going to redeem them directly through the airline's website, or you're going to use your credit card. Sometimes it's a better deal if you book it through your credit card agency rather than booking it through the airlines, or vice versa. And nowadays you can move your points around from one website to the other, and you don't lose any value, and you can get a better deal. So in my case, sometimes Chase is a lot cheaper to book points-wise compared to United, and so I'll book it on Chase.
So you can move your United points over to
You
Chase?
can move your Chase points to United, and it's
Oh.
1-to-1 ratio, and then depending on your status, you can get significant savings or upgrade certificates when you're traveling. And who doesn't like sitting in business class,
No,
right?
who doesn't? Or even economy plus is cool, you know, just little leg room,
Yeah.
you know. My husband's 6'4", so
Yeah.
I always like that.
Definitely.
I guess one of the other things I wanted to ask about, like when you're traveling and doing things, you know, all kinds of things like that, you do deals on all kinds of stuff.
Yes.
But you also help people with their marketing and help people like kind of come up with logos and stuff. What if people don't have logos
Yeah,
and things
so
like that?
we can have conversations about your brand recognition, and then we can go through in detail and say, hey, do you need a logo in place? And sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. And if you're a smaller business, just getting your name out there, simple as your business name with your contact information on a product with a tagline can go a long way. But we can definitely dig a little deeper and create a brand that works for your company.
Okay, so you can
Yeah.
create a logo from scratch
Correct.
for them, like new business cards. kind of
Correct. So we
things
can
like
do
that.
everything from your logo to business cards to any printed materials, and then to your swag items that you want to use to kind of attract clients. And then as we're going back to the local, we always try to bring in some kind of a charity or give back program. And so one of the local factories that we work with, they give 20% of their sales back to the local Veterans Association of Houston, and that helps them build their homes. And so we're always looking for those opportunities to kind of bring those on to partner with.
Well, that's really awesome. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I think who in America doesn't want to help our, you know, our
Correct.
veterans, you know.
And so the
'cause
same factory this week, because of the weather related in Louisiana, right? And so all sales in September's will go toward that relief funds, right? And so we're collecting dry products for them. Anything that we raise, 20% will go toward helping the Louisiana residents there.
And definitely get out and try to help as much as you can in any
Yeah.
way. I mean, there's definitely all the relief groups that are out there
Yeah.
that are looking. I mean, we have someone in our group, you know, that we network with that,
Yeah.
you know, just sent us out an Amazon link to
Yeah.
donate. And, you know, I actually saw on Michael, our previous guest's website, he said he was at, you know, Costco or something, and like people just started walking up and giving credit cards and cash and stuff
Yeah.
to help because they could tell that they're going out,
They're going out there and
you know,
supporting others, yeah.
supporting others. So be sure to be out there and supporting as much as you can.
Yeah.
But I think that's interesting that, you know, people sometimes they don't even know what their branding is not doing for them.
Correct.
You know, because it might be too subtle, it might not be poppy, it might not be whatever, and people don't even. Your logo looks like everybody else's logo.
Yeah, that's what we're here for, right? We'll have a conversation. We'll understand what the purpose of that branding or the marketing campaign you're running, and then find that right niche, right? Pen is a great tool, but there's tons and tons of other items out there for the same price point that can give you a better return. Get that phone to ring and get that customer through that front door.
Yeah, I mean, I have 30 pens sitting on my counter, and they're all
Yes.
from like previous companies I worked at or wherever. I mean, you know, no one pays attention to what's on that pen. I mean, if it's a nice pen, you do tend to keep it.
Yeah, I have my favorite pen, and I buy only those, and I give those out, right? That's the pen that I use, and everybody has their favorite that they use. So why would you compete at that level, right? Why not come a different way and get into that consumer's hand a product that they will use, and then pick up the phone and call you when they need that
You know,
service?
something that you might not think about, like a keychain, you know, and I
Correct.
think obviously as a realtor, that's something, you know,
Yeah.
but I think anybody, I mean, even in car sales, I mean, the BMW one or the whatever one
Yeah.
that they give you, that's the one you use because it's nicer, it's a little,
Correct.
you know, but I know friends that have even the plastic ones, but the metal ones probably aren't that much more expensive.
No, they're not.
And you use the plastic one, whereas this,
The metal one, yeah. So this one's been our number one. We probably sell close to 50,000 of those a year. They stand out. They're durable. They last a very long time, especially if you're buying a home, right? This is the perfect gift to put your keys on, and they'll remember that that's the first key that they got to their first purchase.
that's the one they're going like,
Yes,
hey,
correct.
I just got my keys to my
Yes,
house.
and so and then you get on their social media and you can tag yourself to that, and it gives you that free marketing publicity that you need.
Awesome.
Yep.
Well, is there anything else you'd like to tell people about your products and how to get a hold of you and all that kind of
Yeah,
stuff?
we can visit one of our websites and then reach out through the contact us form there, or call us the 1-800 number, and we'll be more than happy to have a chat with you. Whether it's me or anybody else, shop local, stay local, support the distributors that are local here selling marketing goods, and they have ways to bring in and give back to the local community a lot.
I think that's what's really important and sets Malik apart from the other, you know, vendors, because we all can, you can go online and find marketing people and do all that stuff, but I think just staying local, keeping it Houston, keeping it proud, you know, Houston strong,
Correct.
and just supporting locally, you know, and the charities, you know, most of them are local as well, so it's just kind of giving back. So be sure to give Malik a call if you have any marketing needs in your near future. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
And we'll be right back with our next guest.